We've watched you in the receiving line be hugged by, shake the hands of hundreds of people. Where are you finding strength in that?
Finding it from my mom.
Yeah.
It was my mom. Originally, the thought was that this was going to be an all-day affair, and therefore we would take shifts in line. And I think within the first 5 minutes, she said, why would I leave if these people are taking time out of their days to brave the cold, sometimes travel from a different city, to come share their memories? Why wouldn't I be here to listen? Why wouldn't I be here? And in a lot of cases, she's consoling them. And so it wasn't very hard for us to just say, all right, we're going to, if they're going to show up, so will we. I think she's good. I think she's okay. She's as good as she can be. I think anybody who's experienced this level of grief can appreciate that it comes in waves. Helps if you keep busy, and we're very busy and have been since my dad passed. I have to assume that in those quiet moments right before bed, she's having a tougher time than she is right now. But we were there with him at the end as a family. We've been together almost every moment since. We will be with him when we lay him to rest.
They were married for 51 years, coming up to 52, yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. They were life partners.
Yeah.
And almost every time we saw your father, your mother was next to him. Mm-hmm. Can you talk a little bit about the nature of their relationship?
My mom would be the first to say that they weren't two people, they were one. They acted in concert. She has tremendous instincts on people. She knows how to read them. My dad had a very generous spirit, to a fault sometimes, where people who did not deserve his kindness would get his kindness. She would have to be there to remind him, let's take a step back for a moment. She would be there to help him remember this occasion or that, or make a link between two people. And so between the two of them, that was the force of nature. That was the alchemy. Mm-hmm. That was the lightning in the bottle.
Mm-hmm. Did he ever say that he wouldn't have been the politician he was, the leader he was, without her?
Oh, he said he would have been the most successful senior partner at his law firm, were it not for her. For him to take that next step, for him to achieve that goal that he had since he was a kid, he wouldn't have been able to do it without her.
When you're receiving people who are coming to pay their respects, what are you learning about your father through that process?
Well, my brother refers to it as bandwidth, the amount of, the lift that he was capable of while being prime minister, while being a father, a mother, an uncle, responsible for so many people, for so many files, for an entire country for a certain period. The fact that he still had time to do all the things that we're hearing from these people, the phone calls, the letters, showing up, being there, listening, celebrating, cheering them on. For him to have done it for so long, at such a sustained pace for so many people, that I think is the thing that impresses us the most.
One of the grandchildren I know is named Mila. Mm-hmm. It's the family connection, obviously. There's 16 grandchildren, right? Mm-hmm.
There's
the
a Mila, there's a Brian,
on.
Yes. It was Mila's 8th birthday yesterday. And so once we were done here, the whole family went to my mom's apartment. We had a pizza party. We sang happy birthday, we had some cake. And then one of the other granddaughter's birthdays is on Sunday. And we'll be having a birthday party then as well.
How much of a role did your father play in the plans for his funeral? Some people have very precise ideas of what they want in their funeral, their celebration of life. Did your father do that?
There were broad strokes where he had certain songs he might have wanted to hear and certain people he hoped would speak. But there was no grand plan. But the good thing is my dad oftentimes had very set ideas as to what he would want, and then my mother would do whatever she wanted, and then he would realize that she was right.
Would you characterize tomorrow as a celebration of life?
Oh yes, it's going to be a celebration. There's going to be a lot of emotion. I hope to God there's some funny moments, because I find that cuts through the sadness for me, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to make it through the whole thing, but that's just for me.
And your dad would like a laugh, wouldn't he?
Oh, he loved a laugh. Oh, he loved, and especially when it came from his family, he loved telling a joke, and he did not mind if he was the butt of the joke, because it was always done with love. Yeah. Always done with love.
Ben, thank you so much.
Thank you.